let's go to the Northern Cape. That's where the ANC is currently briefing the media. Let's listen in.
I will reinvigorate them that there is much greater work that we need to do, stabilize our structures and ensure that we're an organization with the necessary structures that will be able to ensure that we move out of the current challenge that we are confronted with. So that's our collective statement, and I would open for questions. I suspect there's no questions.
Comrade Cindy.
Wrong guess. How can it be a wrong guess now?
Comrade Cindy.
Thank you, Premier. Chairperson of the ANC. We are now going to give over to the members of the media for a round of questions. But also I want to acknowledge the presence of the provincial secretary of the party in the province, who is in our midst today. And yeah, over to you with your question.
Yeah.
Okay.
The question I asked you and Deshi, you were quite confident of 60%, even yesterday when we were looking at the boards. Does that expectation not say that you maybe might be a bit deaf and not listening to what the people wanted? Was it overconfidence in that you weren't really in touch with what the people want, because the as they say, the people spoke with those results? So do you think there was maybe a question of not really being aware of what the voters really wanted?
No, the target that we set for ourselves was premised on voter turnout. And the target for voter turnout that we were actually working towards was 75%. So with 75% voter turnout, that would have increased the electoral support of the ANC. So even if you go to a branch in deep rural areas of this province, they would have told you that in this branch we work to ensure that there is at least 75 voter turnout. With higher voter turnout, we're standing much greater chances. But this voter turnout is between 64, 65, 66. That's where is it now?
61.
The voter turnout, the actual voter turnout is around 61% now.
400,185.
Which is 61%.
I don't know, man.
It can't be 61%. I think it's around 64, 65, 66. That's what the voter turnout is. So the voter turnout is 10% lesser than what we expected and what we were working on. So that's what we are working on. So as soon as we picked up that there is a much lesser voter turnout than what we expected, then we knew that this might pose some challenges for the organization. All right.
Premier, I heard you say that the party is open to talks. Any party.
And of course, that was the ANC's Northern Cape Chair, Dr. Zamani Sol, just briefing the media there. In terms of those numbers, of course, we know that counting here has been completed as well as declared at 100%. Of course, they had 730 voting districts, and those have been completed. And in terms of turnout there, it's sitting at 58.45%. No outright majority winner here in this province, with the ANC at 49.47%, the DA at 20.94%, and the EFF at 13.23%.